There is something about being fat that makes everyone think they're doing you the favor. This book is called Fat Kid Rules the World by K.L. Going. Troy is fat. He doesn't have any friends or a girlfriend. He lives with his father and his younger brother, who insults him every day. One day he meets Kurt, a former living legend in his school, because he had a punk band, um, who asks him to join his band. Well, he accepts, and they become friends. Troy learns how to play drums, and he starts gaining confidence and looking at the world in a different way. The main themes in this book are insecurities, friendship, and family. Insecurities is a main theme because obviously Troy is very fat. I think he weighs like 200 pounds. I don't know how much is that in kilograms. It's a lot. And yeah, he doesn't feel confident about it, and all his life is about how he feels that people don't respect him or make fun of him just for being fat, and how it's not really like that, and how throughout the book you can see how he develops that. Well, he actually gets rid of that insecurity. Friendship is another topic in this book because Troy, what really needed, in my opinion, in the book was a good friend to rely on. And even though Kurt is not a good person, but he is a good friend for Troy. I think he is exactly the kind of friend that Troy needed to feel more confident. Family is also a topic in this book because Troy's family is broken. His mom died when he was young. His father is in the military and he never recovered from Troy's mom's death. And the relationship between Troy and his brother is not very good. And Troy especially started gaining weight when his mother died. The category I made for this book, because it doesn't really fit into any kind of category, is everyday teen life. It's not a comedy. It's not a tragedy. It's not like a drama book. It's just like the everyday life of an average fat kid in the United States. Obviously, the tone that the author uses for the book is humorous, but it's also a bit bitter. Troy is constantly making jokes about him being fat, but he is not very happy about it, even though he makes jokes about it. I have never read other books by K.L. Going, but Mr. Buteau recommended to me because he knew I read Catcher in the Rye, which is a book by J.D. Salinger that I liked a lot, and the tone in the book is very similar to the one in Catcher in the Rye, in the way that the story is narrated. I really like the book, even though I thought I wasn't going to, because I don't really enjoy like teen literature. I'm more of classical works guy. But yeah, it was really good actually. The next book I'm going to read is The Buddha of Suburbia by Hanif Kureishi. This book, my aunt gave it to me for Christmas, but I couldn't start it yet because I was too busy reading the books for school that I had to read for self-taught and this book for English B. So now I'm gonna focus and read more for my own pleasure. I would recommend Fat Kids Rule the World because it's a really funny book and it's light, and also it gives a lot of lessons about how people with overweight might feel. And I think we easily judge people for the weight, and that is not good. There is also a nice thing of the book, and it has a lot of references to bands and other musicians from the 80s, 70s, 60s, and the Beatles are mentioned as a very important band for Kurt, even though he plays punk rock music, because he thinks that the Beatles were the start of music as we know it nowadays, and also for Kurt, they were a very important influence in his music.